coaching little league sports, coaching your son in basketball, things like that, it's a give back to the community because you're volunteering your time. But when you're giving back to a fundraiser where you're touching a child's life and giving them an opportunity to live life, totally different experience. Got into Kona ice business in 2009. I worked for a printing direct mail business for 20 some odd years. Unfortunately, that business went downhill. I got laid off through my job. Started looking for new work. You come across things that franchise opportunities, so I started looking at that just out of sheer boredom one day. I came across Kona Ice, looked at it for a little bit, looked at a bunch of other opportunities. Didn't really see anything I liked. Came back to Kona Ice. Called my wife, called her in and said, hey, we want to take a look at this. What do you think about me doing something like this? I thought she was going to laugh me out of the house. She said, hey, check it out. It really fit what we were looking for at that time. My wife and I both had very similar jobs where we were out of the house for 10, 12 hours a day. Our kids were getting older. They were now into high school and all that. So when we came across this business opportunity, it was something that we really latched on to. The opportunities in the general public that I hadn't had working for a public company all my life. I thought I knew a whole lot of people. Turns out I knew the people I worked with for 20 some odd years. This business, it's on a different level from a community standpoint.
My name's Denise Wiggins, and I'm from Schwenksville, Pennsylvania. I've been in the area for about 10 years now. I'm a mom and a wife, and proud to be in this area because there's always lots going on, and it's a fun community to live in, so we do a lot of fun things for our families here.
Wonderland of Wishes was an event organized by two local organizers here that I've worked with in the past.
Wonderland of Wishes was an idea of my really good friend and neighbor, Jessica Rigner. And the primary reason was to give back. And the whole idea was to find someone who was in immediate need. So there's a local family, the Vivian Family, and they have 2 of their 4 children who were diagnosed with Metachromatic Leukodystrophy, and that's MLD. And it's new to most of us in the community, so we were learning more about it as they were sharing it with us. And it's a terminal disease, so there is no cure, and it causes certain things to happen within the human body. And in this particular case, it involves the white matter degenerating in the brain and the central nervous system. So that can then lead to certain functions not working very well, and paralysis and so forth.
The only treatment for their disease is outside the United States. So what they did was they organized this Wonderland of Wishes fundraising event to raise funds to send this family and their 2 children for treatment in Milan, Italy.
We narrowed it down that we would do it on one day, and we would do it for like 5 hours, and we would just make it super, super fun. And so we landed on the name Wonderland of Wishes because we like the ability of saying wow, and because that's what we really wanted the event to be, was wow. The idea was that we would build the event based on the Candyland game board, and how could we make that come to life and make it fun. We had all of the local organizations and the teachers and the parents, and they said, well, we'll take a different area, because we had areas called Gummy Hills, Chocolate Mountain, Cupcake Commons. We got contractors on board to build us a beautiful gingerbread house. That was our centerpiece, and that's where Santa Claus was going to be, because this was going to be held in December. We started saying, let's get our local businesses to join up with us. And one of the ones that we knew right away for Ice Palace was Kona Ice.
Denise gave me a call, said, hey, here's what we're doing. Do you know about this? I said, yeah, I know a little bit. What do you need me to do?
And we said, this is our concept, but we can't do it alone, and can you help?
I basically told her, whatever you need me to do, I'm in. I'm there for you. No questions asked. I'm there. Don't worry about anything. I'll take care of it, and I'll be the vendor that you need. And they brought the family in, and they were pretty much overwhelmed by the community support.
One of the biggest highlights of that event is that it actually attracted over 10,000 guests from New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Washington, D.C., the whole area up and down the East Coast. And it was highly successful, foremost in the fact that we were able to bring joy to not only the Vivian family, but so many kids who came to attend. We're happy to say that it was close to a six-figure amount, and that it has made a huge difference in helping them achieve what they need to do for their kids to make sure they have a happy and successful life. They were over there in Milan, Italy for several months. Obviously, Eli was accepted into the program. He was the first of the two children to go through the program. He had to be admitted into a hospital, and so, for a very long period of time, at least I think 50-some days or more, he had to go through a series of testing, a series of intake of certain liquids that were required for this particular processing. He's doing well. He's not through the woods yet, but he'll definitely, he's in the process, and according to Mom, she's already seen improvement, and Ella will go back and start her process this coming fall. So that is all positive. We all waited for this to happen, and we're just thrilled, and we definitely follow very closely on the Eli and Ella Prayer Warriors. They've got a lot of people supporting them, and that will continue to fundraise for them.
It's an overwhelming feeling when you can touch and feel the person you're giving back to. A laptop is one thing, an iPad is another thing. A life is different, and that is something I've never experienced, and it's humbling. It's very humbling, to know that you're part of that.